There is something profound about the stillness of the early morning hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. It is a sacred time, a time when the veil between the conscious and the subconscious is thin, and the world is quiet enough for you to truly hear yourself. This is not a coincidence. If you find yourself awakening during these hours, it is not merely a disturbance of sleep, but a call from the deeper part of you, inviting you to explore the limitless power within. The first thing you must understand is that this is a period of heightened spiritual energy. The universe is inviting you to align your thoughts with your desires, to awaken to the truth that you hold within yourself the power to manifest your deepest dreams. But how do you seize this opportunity? What should you do when you awaken in these early hours? There are 5 steps, 5 simple but powerful actions that can transform these moments into a gateway for manifestation and change in your life. When you wake up in the quiet hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., the first thing to do is simply be still. There is a profound power in that stillness, a sense of peace that cannot be found during the busyness of the day. The world is silent, the usual distractions have faded away, and it's as if the universe itself has paused, waiting for you to tune in. This is no ordinary moment. When you awaken during these hours, it's not by accident or mere coincidence. Something deep within you, a force that transcends your waking mind, has stirred you from your slumber for a purpose. But to understand this purpose, you must first embrace the quiet. Be still. Don't rush to check the time, don't reach for your phone or allow frustration to rise because your sleep has been interrupted. Instead, sink into the moment, allow your body to remain in its restful state, and let your mind become aware of the space around you. There's a special energy present at this time, a subtle vibration that you can tap into. It's an invitation to go inward, to explore the depths of your consciousness, and to connect with the part of you that is infinite, boundless, and endlessly creative. As you lie there breathing deeply, you might begin to notice how different this moment feels compared to other parts of the day. The air seems stiller, the quiet more profound. You are not merely resting in your bed, you are resting in the vastness of your own being. This stillness is not just physical, it is mental, emotional, and spiritual. It is a stillness that allows you to hear the whispers of your soul, the inner voice that is often drowned out by the noise of daily life. In this stillness, you can sense that time itself feels different. There's a slowing down, a stretching of moments, as if time is no longer a sequence of events but a vast, open space in which you exist. It is here, in this timeless space, that you have the opportunity to plant the seeds of your desires. You are no longer bound by the limits of your waking mind, by the pressures and worries that often cloud your thoughts during the day. Here, in this sacred hour, your mind is open, receptive, and ready to embrace the truth of who you really are. What is the truth you must acknowledge in this moment? It is the truth that you are more than just your physical body, more than just the sum of your daily thoughts and actions. You are a being of infinite potential, capable of creating and shaping your reality through the power of your mind. The moment you wake up during these early hours, you are given a reminder of this truth. It is as if the universe itself is nudging you awake, saying, remember who you are. Remember the power you hold. In that stillness, you realize that everything you experience in the outer world first begins within you. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, these are the building blocks of your reality. And when you wake up at this special time, your mind is in its most receptive state. The usual defenses of the conscious mind, with all its doubts and fears, are not as strong. You are more connected to the deeper layers of your being, to the subconscious mind that is always at work, silently shaping your experiences. So in this stillness, acknowledge the moment for what it is, an opportunity. An opportunity to pause, to reflect, and to plant the seeds of what you want to manifest in your life. There is a reason you have woken up at this hour, and it is not to be ignored. Your soul is asking you to pay attention, to listen to the inner guidance that is always there but often overlooked. Take this moment to recognize the immense power you have to shape your reality. The thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, the beliefs you hold, they are all part of the creative process. In the stillness of this hour, you can more easily align with the truth that you are the creator of your life. The outer world is simply a reflection of your inner state. If you wish to change your external circumstances, you must first change what is happening within you. And this moment, when you are awake and aware in the early hours, is the perfect time to begin that change. As you breathe deeply, feel the energy within you. It is subtle yet powerful. This is the energy of creation, the energy that flows through everything in existence. You are a part of this energy, and it is always available to you, ready to respond to your intentions. But to harness it, you must first acknowledge it. You must be aware of its presence within you and around you. In this stillness, you are reminded that there is no separation between you and the universe. You are not a passive observer of life, but an active participant in its unfolding. The universe responds to your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs. And in this quiet moment, you have the opportunity to direct that response. By simply being still and acknowledging the power that lies within you, you are already beginning the process of creation. It is important to understand that this stillness is not empty. It is not a void, but a space filled with infinite possibilities. In this moment, you have the ability to choose what you want to experience. You can decide to let go of any limiting beliefs, any doubts or fears that have been holding you back. You can choose to align yourself with the truth of abundance, love, success, and joy. And as you lie there, in the stillness of the early morning, you can begin to feel these new truths taking root within you. Acknowledge the moment for what it is, a doorway into the deeper dimensions of your being. This is not just a random interruption of your sleep, but a powerful opportunity to connect with your higher self, to tap into the creative power that is always flowing through you. When you wake up at this time, the universe is offering you a gift. It is giving you the chance to remember who you truly are, to remember the power you hold to shape your reality. In this stillness, allow yourself to feel the presence of your desires already fulfilled. Imagine that everything you have ever wanted is already yours, that it exists within you right now, waiting to be brought into the physical world. This is not a time to worry or fret about the details of how your desires will manifest. It is simply a time to acknowledge that they are already done, that the universe is already working on your behalf to bring them into being. As you lie there, breathing deeply and embracing the stillness, you are aligning yourself with the truth of your own creative power. You are acknowledging that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances, but that you have the ability to shape your own reality from within. This is the truth that the universe is reminding you of in these early morning hours. It is a truth that, when fully embraced, can transform your life. So when you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., do not rush to get back to sleep. Do not dismiss the moment as insignificant. Instead, be still. Acknowledge the power of the moment. Acknowledge the power within you. And know that you are being given a rare and precious opportunity to create your reality in alignment with your deepest desires. When you find yourself awake in the quiet hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., there is a reason. It is a moment when your mind is most receptive, your consciousness most open, and the barriers between the physical world and the unseen realms are at their thinnest. In this sacred time, one of the most powerful things you can do is to visualize your desired outcome. Visualization is not merely daydreaming or wishing. It is a purposeful act of creation. The images you hold in your mind during these quiet moments are not passive thoughts, they are seeds planted deep within your consciousness, destined to grow and take form in your reality. Your mind, particularly during this time, is like fertile soil, ready to receive the seeds of your desires. But to plant these seeds properly, you must do so with intention and clarity. As you lie still, begin by focusing on your breathing. Allow yourself to sink deeper into a relaxed state, where your mind is calm and clear. This is essential because in this state of stillness, your thoughts are unencumbered by the worries, doubts, or fears that often cloud your mind during the waking hours. Your awareness is heightened, your connection to your subconscious mind is stronger, and this is where true creation begins. Now begin to form the image of what you desire in your mind. Do not think of it as something that you are hoping for in the future. Instead, see it as if it is happening right now. Feel it as if it is already a part of your reality. The key to powerful visualization is not to project your desires into some distant future, but to bring them into the present moment, to make them real in your mind right now. The moment you begin to see your desires as already accomplished, you step into the role of the creator, directing the energy of the universe to align with your vision. In these early hours, your mind is less resistant to new ideas. The filters that often block your connection to your higher self, those ingrained patterns of thinking that limit what you believe is possible, are not as strong. This is the perfect time to bypass those limitations and plant the image of your desired outcome directly into your subconscious mind. The subconscious, unlike the conscious mind, does not question, doubt, or analyze. It accepts what is impressed upon it and begins to work immediately to bring it into your experience. As you visualize, immerse yourself fully in the scene of your desired outcome. Don't just see it from a distance, as if watching a movie. Step into it. Become a participant in the scene. See the world through your own eyes as if the thing you desire has already manifested. If you are visualizing a new home, imagine yourself walking through the rooms, feeling the texture of the walls, hearing the sounds around you, smelling the fresh air. Engage all of your senses. The more vivid and real the experience feels to you, the more powerful the impact it will have on your subconscious mind. It's important to understand that your mind does not differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined. To your subconscious, the experience of living in your desired reality, even if it only exists in your mind at this moment, is just as real as anything in your physical world. This is why it is essential to not only see your desired outcome, but to feel it. Feel the emotions you would feel if your desire were already realized. If you are visualizing a career success, feel the pride and satisfaction that comes with it. If you are visualizing a loving relationship, feel the warmth, joy, and connection as if it is already yours. The emotions you generate during your visualization are just as important as the images themselves. Emotion is the fuel that drives creation. When you feel the joy, the excitement, the gratitude for your desires as if they are already realized, you send a powerful signal to the universe. You are not asking for something that may or may not happen. You are declaring that it is already yours. This shift in perception from wanting to having is what allows your desires to move from the realm of thought into physical reality. As you continue to visualize, do not allow doubt or fear to enter your mind. If thoughts arise that question whether what you are imagining is possible, gently push them aside. In this moment, all things are possible. The limits you perceive in your waking life do not exist in the realm of your imagination. Here you are free to create without restriction. The only thing that can hold you back is your own disbelief, so choose to believe fully in the reality of your vision. It is also essential to visualize the outcome, not the process. Focus on the end result, the feeling of having your desire fulfilled, not on how it will come to pass. The how is not your concern. The universe has infinite ways to bring your desires into being, ways that you cannot possibly foresee or understand from your current perspective. When you focus too much on how your desires will manifest, you introduce resistance. You limit the universe by trying to control the process. Instead, trust that as long as you hold the image of your desired outcome clearly in your mind, the universe will arrange the details in ways that are beyond your comprehension. As you lie in stillness, visualizing your desired outcome, you are participating in one of the most profound acts of creation. You are aligning yourself with the truth that all things exist within you, waiting to be brought forth into physical form. The outer world is simply a mirror reflecting your inner state. When you hold a clear, focused image of your desire, combined with the feeling of its reality, you are creating a new blueprint for your life. And because the subconscious mind is so powerful during these early hours, the impact of your visualization is magnified. The seeds you plant now will grow faster and stronger than at any other time. Remember, you are not waiting for something to happen. You are not hoping that your desires will come to pass. You are actively creating them here and now. Every time you visualize, you are reinforcing the reality of your desire in your subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind will work tirelessly to bring that vision into your experience. It will guide you, often in subtle ways, to the people, opportunities, and situations that will help bring your desire into form. You may not always be aware of how it is working, but trust that it is. In the moments when you wake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., use this time to visualize with purpose and intention. See your desires as already real. Feel the emotions of having them. Immerse yourself in the experience fully and trust that what you are creating in your mind is already on its way to you. The power to create your reality lies within you, and in these quiet hours you are closest to that power. In those quiet hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. and 5 a.m., when the world around you is still, you find yourself in a sacred space of opportunity, a time when the veil between the conscious and subconscious mind is at its thinnest. During these moments, you have the extraordinary ability to shape your reality by speaking affirmations with conviction. The words you speak are not mere sounds, they are the carriers of your creative power, the blueprint through which your reality unfolds. To speak an affirmation is to declare something as true, regardless of what the external circumstances might suggest. But the power of an affirmation lies not just in the words you say, but in the conviction with which you speak them. In the early hours of the morning, your conscious mind is still quiet, your ego not fully awake. And this is the time to speak directly to your subconscious, the realm where all true creation begins. This is the time to implant the seeds of the reality you wish to experience. When you speak affirmations, you are engaging in a deliberate act of creation. Your words shape your thoughts shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your world. But to create effectively, you must speak your affirmations with unwavering certainty, as if the reality you are affirming already exists. The moment you begin to doubt, you dilute the power of your words. Conviction is what moves an affirmation from mere wishful thinking into the realm of creation. As you wake in the early morning hours, begin by focusing on your breath. Let the stillness of the world around you fill your mind, and allow yourself to settle into a space of calm. This is not a time for haste or urgency. Creation happens in a space of peace, of quiet knowing. Once you have quieted your mind, begin to speak your affirmations out loud or in your mind, but speak them with authority, as if you are speaking a command that must be obeyed. The key is to speak in the present tense, as if what you are affirming is already true. Do not say, "I will be successful," for this places your success in the future, always just out of reach. Instead, say, "I am successful," and feel the truth of those words in the present moment. Your subconscious mind does not understand time the way your conscious mind does. It only knows the present. When you declare something is true right now, your subconscious begins to align your reality to match that truth. Feel the power in your words. As you speak, allow yourself to feel the emotions associated with the reality you are affirming. If you are affirming abundance, feel the sense of security, the freedom, and the joy that comes with having all your needs met. If you are affirming health, feel the vitality and strength flowing through your body. Emotion is the force that gives life to your words. Without emotion, your affirmations are like seeds scattered on dry ground. But when you speak with feeling, you water those seeds, giving them the nourishment they need to grow and flourish. Understand that your words have creative power because they are expressions of the deeper truth within you. Your external world is a reflection of your inner state, and when you speak with conviction, you are declaring that inner state to be one of certainty, one of creation. You are no longer waiting for things to change, you are commanding that they change. This is not arrogance, but a deep understanding of the power you hold as a creator. Conviction in your affirmations also requires that you release any attachment to the current circumstances around you. It does not matter if, at this moment, your outer world looks nothing like the reality you are affirming. In fact, it is often when your external world seems most opposed to your desires that your affirmations are most needed. Do not be swayed by appearances. The outer world is always in flux, always changing in response to your inner state. By speaking affirmations with conviction, you are not responding to what is, you are declaring what will be. As you repeat your affirmations, let them become a mantra a rhythm that syncs with your breath, with the beat of your heart. Repetition is a powerful tool for impressing your subconscious mind. The more you repeat an affirmation with conviction, the deeper it sinks into your subconscious, where it begins to shape your thoughts, your actions, and ultimately your reality. But it is not enough to mindlessly repeat the words. Each time you say them, feel them as truth. Speak them as if you are planting seeds in the soil of your subconscious, seeds that will inevitably grow and bear fruit. The power of your affirmations lies in your ability to believe in them fully, even when the evidence around you suggests otherwise. You must train yourself to speak your affirmations from a place of inner knowing, not outer observation. The external world is simply a mirror of your inner beliefs, and it will change to reflect the truths you affirm with conviction. But you must first speak those truths into existence. There may be moments when doubt arises, when your mind tries to tell you that what you are affirming is impossible, unrealistic, or too far away. In those moments, remind yourself that your words have power beyond what your conscious mind can comprehend. The universe responds not to your doubts, but to your convictions. When you speak with certainty, you are aligning yourself with the forces of creation that govern all things. You are tapping into the infinite potential that lies within you, the power to shape your reality according to your will. As you continue to speak your affirmations, you will begin to notice shifts, sometimes subtle, sometimes profound, in your outer world. Opportunities may arise seemingly out of nowhere. People may come into your life to help you along your path, or circumstances may suddenly align in your favor. These are not coincidences, they are the direct result of the creative power of your words. The universe is responding to the truth you have declared with conviction. But do not become attached to the timing or the form in which your affirmations manifest. Trust that as long as you continue to speak with conviction, the universe will bring your desires to you in the perfect way and at the perfect time. Your role is not to control how or when your affirmations will come to pass, but simply to speak them as truth and trust in the process of creation. In the early hours of the morning, when the world is quiet and your mind is still, speak your affirmations with conviction. Declare your reality as you wish it to be, not as it appears to be. Feel the truth of your words as if they are already real, and let the power of your conviction move mountains. In these moments, you are not a passive observer of life, you are an active creator, shaping your world with the power of your words. Your affirmations are the bridge between the unseen and the seen, between the formless and the formed. They are the tools through which you bring your desires into reality. Speak them with authority, with certainty, and with unwavering belief, knowing that as you do, you are aligning yourself with the limitless creative power of the universe. And as you continue to speak your affirmations with conviction, you will see your world transform to match the truth you have declared. When you enter the sacred space of creation, there is a fundamental principle that you must embrace the necessity of releasing and trusting the process. This may seem like a paradox, for you are a deliberate creator, one who shapes and molds reality with intention. Yet, once you have planted the seed of your desire in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, you must allow it to grow without interference. To release and trust is not to relinquish your power, but to align with the natural flow of universal law, the unseen forces that work ceaselessly to bring your desires into form. In the act of releasing, you are not giving up your desire or forsaking your vision. Rather, you are stepping into a deeper understanding of the creative process. When you release, you signal to the universe that you trust in its ability to orchestrate the perfect unfolding of your desire. You are no longer trying to control or manipulate the outer world to force a specific outcome. Instead, you are allowing the natural order of things to bring your creation into being at the right time and in the right way. Releasing is an act of faith. It is the recognition that once you have impressed your desire upon the subconscious mind, the wheels of creation have already begun to turn. The seed has been planted, and it is now in the care of the unseen forces that govern all things. Just as a farmer plants a seed and trusts that it will grow, you must plant the seed of your desire and trust that it will manifest. The farmer does not dig up the seed every day to check its progress. He knows that the seed will grow in its own time, and he tends to it with care, but without impatience. So too must you tend to your desire with faith, not with anxiety or doubt. When you release your desire to the universe, you are surrendering the need to control every aspect of its manifestation. This is not a passive surrender, but an active one. It requires deep inner strength to let go of the need to see immediate results, to let go of the temptation to interfere with the process. But in doing so, you align yourself with the rhythm of the universe, the natural ebb and flow that governs all creation. You recognize that the universe is far more intelligent and capable than the limited perspective of your conscious mind, and that it knows the perfect way to bring your desire into being. Trusting the process means that you allow space for your desire to unfold without resistance. Resistance is born from fear that your desire will not manifest, fear that you are not worthy, or fear that something will go wrong. But when you trust the process, you release this fear. You step into a state of knowing, a state of deep inner peace, where you understand that your desire is already in motion, that it is already on its way to you. You no longer feel the need to push or strive, you simply allow. In the moments of waiting, it is easy to fall into doubt. You may wonder why things are not happening as quickly as you had hoped, or why external circumstances seem unchanged. But remember, the outer world is always the last to shift. The real work happens within. As long as you continue to nurture the belief in your desire, as long as you remain aligned with the feeling of its fulfillment, the outer world will eventually reflect that inner state. But you must be patient. The process of creation is like a river flowing toward the ocean. It cannot be rushed, but it is always moving. Trusting the process also means that you release any attachment to how your desire will manifest. The conscious mind often tries to dictate the terms of manifestation, imagining that there is only one way for a desire to come to fruition. But the universe operates with infinite intelligence, far beyond the scope of the conscious mind. When you release the need to control the how, and when you open yourself to the limitless possibilities that the universe can provide, your job is not to figure out the details, but to hold the vision, to keep the feeling of fulfillment alive, and to trust that the universe will take care of the rest. This release is not an abandonment of your desire, but a deepening of your connection to it. You are allowing the process to unfold naturally, without the interference of doubt or impatience. You are saying to the universe, I trust you. I know that what I have asked for is already mine, and I allow it to come to me in the perfect way and at the perfect time. In this state of trust, you are at peace. You are no longer in a state of lack or need, but in a state of abundance and fulfillment. You know that your desire is already on its way to you, and you rest in that knowing. Releasing also means that you stop looking to the outer world for validation. The outer world is a reflection of your past thoughts and beliefs. It may take time for the outer world to catch up with your new inner state, but that does not mean that your desire is not manifesting. Trusting the process means that you keep your focus on the inner world, where true creation happens. You do not need to see immediate results in the outer world to know that your desire is unfolding. Trust in the unseen forces at work, knowing that they are arranging everything perfectly on your behalf. As you release and trust, you will find that life flows more easily. You are no longer struggling or striving against the current, but allowing the current to carry you toward your desired destination. This does not mean that you do nothing. It means that your actions are inspired, not forced. You act from a place of alignment, a place of knowing that everything is working out for you. You take steps when they feel right, but you do not act out of fear or desperation. You are no longer a victim of circumstance, but a deliberate creator who trusts in the process of manifestation. The act of releasing is one of the most powerful steps in the creative process, for it signals to the universe that you are ready to receive. You have done your part, you have set your intention, you have felt the fulfillment of your desire, and now you allow the universe to do its part. You trust that everything is unfolding in divine order, and you release any need to control or force the outcome. In this state of trust, you are aligned with the natural flow of creation. You are no longer creating from a place of lack or need, but from a place of abundance and fulfillment. You understand that the universe is always working in your favor, even when it may not appear so on the surface. And as you release and trust, you open yourself to receive not only your specific desire, but all the blessings that the universe has in store for you. The process of creation is a dance between intention and surrender, between desire and trust. When you release and trust the process, you step into the flow of that dance, allowing the universe to bring your desires into being in the most perfect way. You understand that the journey is just as important as the destination, and you enjoy the unfolding of your creation with peace and joy. As you complete your process of visualization, affirmation, and releasing your desire, there is one more crucial element to integrate into your practice before you drift back into sleep: gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful force that amplifies everything you are calling into your life. It is the recognition of the abundant flow of the universe, the acknowledgement that you are already blessed, and that everything you desire is already yours. When you express gratitude before falling back asleep, you are aligning yourself with the highest vibration of fulfillment and abundance. Gratitude is not merely a polite gesture or a fleeting feeling. It is an acknowledgement of the truth that what you seek has already been given. It is the state of being in which you recognize that everything in your experience, whether seen or unseen, is perfectly aligned to bring about your desires. As you lay your head on the pillow and express gratitude, you are affirming that the creative power within you is already at work, bringing forth the fulfillment of your intentions. When you feel gratitude, you send a clear signal to the universe that you are not lacking in anything, that you are not chasing after desires from a place of emptiness. Rather, you are acknowledging the abundance that already surrounds you and lives within you. In this state, you are no longer striving or yearning, you are receiving. You are not waiting for some future moment when your desires will manifest. You are embodying the feeling of already having them. The more deeply you can feel this gratitude, the more you align with the reality you wish to experience. As you fall back asleep, allow yourself to immerse fully in this feeling of gratitude. Let it wash over you like a gentle wave, carrying you into a peaceful, restful state. You might begin by mentally thanking the universe for the things you already have in your life: your health, your relationships, your accomplishments. But do not stop there. Move beyond what is already in your physical reality and give thanks for the things that are yet unseen. Express gratitude for the fulfillment of your desires, as if they have already manifested. Thank the universe for the joy, success, love, or abundance that you have called forth. Feel the deep sense of appreciation for the way in which your desires have already been fulfilled on the invisible plane, and trust that they will soon materialize in your external world. This practice of gratitude is not merely a tool to trick the universe into giving you what you want. It is a profound shift in consciousness that aligns you with the truth of who you are: a creator who has the power to shape reality through belief and feeling. As you dwell in gratitude, something magical happens. Your mind and body relax, your thoughts become quiet, and you enter a state of allowing. In this state, you are no longer resistant to the flow of life. You are open, receptive, and trusting. This is the state from which your desires manifest effortlessly. The more you cultivate this feeling of gratitude, the more your subconscious mind is impressed with the idea that your desires are already fulfilled, and it begins to reorganize reality to reflect that truth. When you fall asleep in gratitude, you are planting seeds of abundance in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. While you sleep, your subconscious is at work, processing the feelings and images you have impressed upon it. It is creating new patterns of thought, new beliefs, and new circumstances that will bring your desires into physical reality. By expressing gratitude before you sleep, you are ensuring that your subconscious is focused on fulfillment, not lack. You are directing it to work in harmony with your intentions rather than in opposition to them. As you fall back asleep, feel the warmth of gratitude in your heart. Imagine that your heart is a radiant beacon of light, sending out waves of appreciation to the universe. With every breath, you deepen your connection to this feeling, allowing it to expand and fill your entire being. You are not merely thinking about gratitude, you are embodying it. You are becoming the vibration of abundance, which naturally attracts more abundance into your life. Gratitude is not only a tool for manifesting your desires, it is also a gateway to deeper peace and contentment. When you feel grateful, you recognize that everything in your life is unfolding in perfect order. Even the challenges and obstacles you face are part of the divine plan, helping you grow and evolve into the person you need to be to receive your desires. Gratitude dissolves fear, worry, and doubt, replacing them with a sense of trust and well-being. As you fall back asleep, let go of any lingering concerns or anxieties and rest in the knowing that all is well. In this state of gratitude, you are deeply connected to the infinite source of creation. You are in harmony with the divine intelligence that governs the universe, and you are allowing that intelligence to work through you. You do not need to know exactly how or when your desires will manifest. You simply trust that they will. You trust that the universe is working behind the scenes, arranging everything perfectly on your behalf. As you sleep, you rest in this trust, knowing that when you awaken, you will be one step closer to the realization of your dreams. Falling back asleep with gratitude is also a way of reinforcing the feeling that you already have what you desire. Remember, in the process of creation, feeling is everything. The more deeply you can feel the emotions associated with having your desire, the more quickly it will manifest. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions because it signifies that you already have what you want. It is the energy of completion, of fulfillment. When you fall asleep in this state, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive, that you are already in alignment with your desires. As you drift into sleep, allow yourself to surrender completely to this feeling of gratitude. Let go of any thoughts of how or when your desires will come. Trust that the process is already underway and that the universe is working in ways you cannot yet see. Feel the peace that comes from knowing that you are taken care of, that everything is unfolding in your favor. You do not need to do anything more, simply relax and allow the universe to deliver your desires to you. In the morning, when you awaken, you will feel a deep sense of renewal and clarity. The gratitude you cultivated before sleep will have permeated your subconscious mind, and you will carry that vibration into your day. You will notice subtle shifts in your perception, in your interactions, and in the opportunities that present themselves to you. The outer world will begin to reflect the inner state of gratitude and fulfillment that you cultivated as you fell asleep. This practice of falling asleep with gratitude is a simple yet profound way to accelerate the manifestation of your desires. It aligns you with the natural flow of abundance, helps you release resistance, and allows you to trust the process of creation. It is a reminder that you are already abundant, already fulfilled, and that everything you desire is already on its way to you. In the end, the practice of waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is not a mere coincidence, it's an invitation from the deeper realms of consciousness. By being still and acknowledging the moment, you create space for divine connection. Visualizing your desired outcome allows you to shape your reality through the power of imagination. Speaking affirmations with conviction reinforces the truth of what you believe you already possess. Releasing and trusting the process is essential to surrendering your control and allowing the universe to orchestrate the details. And finally, falling back asleep with gratitude aligns you with the vibration of abundance, solidifying your desires in the subconscious. These steps are not simply tasks to be checked off, they represent a way of living, of being in alignment with the natural flow of creation. By engaging in this practice during the early morning hours, when the veil between the conscious and subconscious is thinnest, you become a deliberate creator of your reality. Remember, it's not about forcing results, but about trusting in the deeper wisdom that governs the universe. Everything you seek is already within you, waiting to unfold. Trust, believe, and rest in the knowing that all is well. The process is always working in your favor. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about the profound truth that lies at the heart of personal transformation. Your life won't change until you do. This statement might seem simple, but its implications are anything but. It is a call to introspection, a reminder that the power to change our lives resides within each of us. Change begins from within. Often we look outside ourselves expecting the world to shift in our favor. We wait for the right moment, the perfect circumstances, or the ideal person to come along and rescue us from our struggles. But let me remind you, you are your own hero. Only you have the power to rewrite your story. Embracing your inner voice is an essential journey towards self-discovery and empowerment. Each of us possesses an innate wisdom, a voice that speaks from the depths of our soul, whispering truths that often go unheard amid the clamor of everyday life. This inner voice knows our deepest desires, our true passions, and the path that aligns with our authentic selves. However, in a world filled with distractions, expectations, and external influences, we may find it challenging to listen to and trust this guiding voice. To begin embracing your inner voice, you must first create space for quiet reflection. In the hustle and bustle of life, we often forget to pause and check in with ourselves. Find a peaceful environment where you can be alone with your thoughts. It could be a cozy corner in your home, a serene park, or a tranquil beach, any place where you feel safe and at ease. As you settle into this space, take a few deep breaths, inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly, allowing your mind to quieten and your body to relax. In this state of calm, invite your inner voice to emerge. You might feel a flutter of excitement or a twinge of anxiety as you reach out to this part of yourself that has been waiting patiently for your attention. It's normal to experience fear or doubt when you first attempt to connect with your inner voice. Remember, this voice has been with you all along, patiently waiting for you to acknowledge it. It is wise, compassionate, and deeply intuitive. Allow yourself to feel whatever emotions arise and be gentle with yourself during this process. As you listen, you may notice thoughts and feelings surfacing, fragments of dreams, aspirations, or long-held beliefs. You might hear desires that you've silenced due to societal expectations or fears of judgment. Perhaps your inner voice longs to explore new creative pursuits, travel to far-off places, or cultivate deeper relationships. Whatever it is, honor those feelings. They are valid and significant, representing pieces of your authentic self that have been waiting for your acknowledgement. To strengthen this connection, consider journaling your thoughts and feelings. Writing is a powerful tool for self-expression and reflection. Allow your pen to flow freely across the page, capturing the words and ideas that emerge from your inner voice. Don't worry about grammar or coherence, simply let the words spill out. This act of writing can serve as a bridge to deeper self-understanding, allowing you to articulate desires and dreams that may have felt nebulous before. In addition to journaling, you might also practice affirmations as a way to honor your inner voice. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce your worth and capability. They can help counteract the negative thoughts that may arise when you begin to listen to your inner voice. For instance, you might say to yourself, "I trust my inner voice to guide me toward my highest good," or "I am worthy of pursuing my dreams." Repeat these affirmations daily, allowing their energy to seep into your consciousness and transform your self-perception. As you cultivate this connection with your inner voice, remember to be patient. Just as a flower takes time to bloom, so too does your understanding of your desires and passions. You may not receive clear answers immediately, and that's perfectly okay. Trust that the process is unfolding in its own time. Be open to the signs and synchronicities that life presents to you. Often the universe communicates through subtle nudges, serendipitous encounters, recurring themes, or feelings of excitement when you engage in certain activities. Embracing your inner voice also means learning to differentiate between the authentic self and the conditioned self. The conditioned self is shaped by societal norms, expectations, and past experiences. It is often riddled with doubt and fear, whispering messages that undermine your worth. On the other hand, your authentic self radiates confidence, love, and clarity. As you listen to your inner voice, pay attention to how it feels in your body. The authentic voice feels expansive and liberating, while the conditioned voice feels constrictive and limiting. To foster the growth of your authentic self, surround yourself with supportive people who uplift and encourage you. Engage in conversations that inspire you to explore your dreams and desires. Seek out mentors or like-minded individuals who have walked the path of self-discovery. Their experiences and insights can serve as a beacon of light, guiding you toward your own truth. Embrace practices that nourish your spirit and connect you with your inner wisdom. Meditation, mindfulness, and yoga can all deepen your awareness and strengthen your connection to your inner voice. These practices invite stillness into your life, allowing you to tune in and listen without distraction. As you cultivate a regular practice, you may find it easier to access your inner voice and discern its guidance amidst the noise of daily life. As you continue to embrace your inner voice, it's important to act on the insights and wisdom you receive. This is where the magic happens. Change doesn't come from merely listening, it comes from taking inspired action. When your inner voice guides you toward a particular path or decision, trust that guidance and follow through. It may require stepping outside your comfort zone or facing fears head-on, but remember that growth often lies on the other side of discomfort. When you take action aligned with your inner voice, you begin to manifest the life you desire. Each step you take strengthens your trust in yourself and your ability to create positive change. You may encounter challenges along the way, but view these as opportunities for growth and learning. Trust that every experience, whether positive or negative, contributes to your journey of self-discovery and empowerment. It's also vital to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each time you listen to your inner voice and take action, you move closer to your authentic self. Acknowledge your achievements, honor your journey, and express gratitude for the growth you've experienced. This practice of gratitude cultivates a positive mindset and reinforces your connection to your inner voice. Remember that embracing your inner voice is an ongoing journey. As you evolve and grow, your desires and dreams may shift. It's essential to continue checking in with yourself, allowing your inner voice to evolve alongside you. Regularly create space for reflection, listen deeply, and trust in the process of self-discovery. Your inner voice is a powerful ally on your journey to a fulfilling life. By embracing it, you open the door to a world of possibilities and unlock your potential. Allow yourself to dream, to explore, and to listen with an open heart. You are worthy of living a life that reflects your true self, a life filled with joy, love, and purpose. As you honor your inner voice, remember that you are not only transforming your own life, but also inspiring those around you to embrace their truths. In this way, the ripple effect of your courage and authenticity extends far beyond yourself, creating a world where all voices are heard and celebrated. So take a deep breath, listen closely, and let your inner voice lead the way to the life you truly desire. Letting go of limiting beliefs is one of the most powerful steps you can take on your journey toward personal growth and fulfillment. These beliefs often manifest as self-imposed barriers that prevent you from fully embracing your potential. They are the negative thoughts that echo in your mind, whispering doubts and insecurities that keep you from pursuing your dreams. To live a life of abundance and joy, it is essential to identify, challenge, and ultimately release these limiting beliefs. First, it's important to recognize what limiting beliefs are. They are the assumptions or convictions we hold about ourselves, others, and the world around us that constrain our actions and potential. Often they stem from past experiences, societal expectations, or the opinions of others. For example, you might believe that you are not talented enough to pursue a passion, or that you'll never be successful because you faced failures in the past. These thoughts create a self-fulfilling prophecy, where your belief in your inadequacy prevents you from taking risks or stepping outside your comfort zone. To begin the process of letting go of these beliefs, the first step is to become aware of them. This requires introspection and honesty with yourself. Spend some time reflecting on the thoughts that run through your mind daily. What beliefs do you hold about your abilities, your worth, and your potential? Keep a journal where you can write down these thoughts as they arise. By bringing them to light, you can begin to see patterns and identify specific beliefs that are holding you back. Once you've identified your limiting beliefs, it's crucial to examine their origins. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Was it a message I received from my family, friends, or society? Did I adopt it as a protective mechanism based on past experiences? Understanding the roots of these beliefs can help you gain perspective on their validity. Often you'll discover that they are based on fear rather than reality. Next, challenge the validity of these beliefs. Just because you have held a belief for a long time does not make it true. Test these beliefs against your experiences and the evidence you have. For example, if you believe you are not good enough to pursue a new job, take a moment to reflect on your qualifications, accomplishments, and positive feedback you've received in the past. Are there instances that contradict this belief? Ask yourself powerful questions that prompt deeper reflection. Consider what you would say to a friend who expressed the same limiting belief. Would you agree with them, or would you encourage them to recognize their worth? Often we are far kinder and more compassionate to others than we are to ourselves. By extending that same kindness to yourself, you can start to unravel the grip of limiting beliefs. Once you've challenged the validity of these beliefs, it's time to replace them with empowering affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that can reprogram your mind and help cultivate a mindset of confidence and self-worth. For instance, if you've identified a belief that you're not talented enough, counter it with an affirmation like, "I am capable and talented, and I have the skills to succeed." Repeat these affirmations daily, especially when the limiting beliefs arise. Over time, your subconscious mind will begin to accept these new beliefs as your truth. Practice visualization as a technique to reinforce your new beliefs. Close your eyes and imagine yourself fully embracing your potential and living a life free from limiting beliefs. See yourself achieving your goals, pursuing your passions, and experiencing joy and fulfillment. Visualize the emotions associated with this reality: the excitement, confidence, and satisfaction. This practice not only strengthens your resolve, but also creates a mental image that your mind can strive to manifest in reality. Another effective way to let go of limiting beliefs is to surround yourself with positive influences. Seek out people who inspire you, uplift you, and challenge you to grow. Engage in communities or groups that align with your goals and values. When you're surrounded by individuals who believe in their own potential, it becomes easier for you to believe in yours. Their energy and enthusiasm can serve as a reminder that limitations exist only in the mind, and that it's possible to break free from them. Engaging in personal development activities can also be transformative. Read books, attend workshops, or listen to podcasts that focus on mindset and self-improvement. These resources can provide valuable insights and techniques for overcoming limiting beliefs. When you expose yourself to new ideas and perspectives, you expand your awareness and open yourself up to new possibilities. Practice self-compassion throughout this journey. Letting go of limiting beliefs can be a challenging process, and it's natural to encounter resistance along the way. Be gentle with yourself when old beliefs resurface. Remind yourself that transformation takes time and effort. Embrace the journey and celebrate the small victories along the way. As you continue to work on releasing limiting beliefs, consider adopting a growth mindset. A growth mindset embraces the idea that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. When you approach challenges with this mindset, you begin to see failures not as indicators of your worth, but as valuable learning experiences. This shift in perspective allows you to approach life with curiosity and resilience, knowing that each setback brings you closer to your goals. Create a personal mantra that encapsulates your commitment to letting go of limiting beliefs. A mantra is a powerful phrase that you can repeat to yourself, reinforcing your determination to embrace your true potential. It could be something like, "I release all beliefs that no longer serve me, and I open myself to limitless possibilities." Repeat this mantra daily, especially during moments of self-doubt, allowing its energy to anchor you in your journey of transformation. Incorporating mindfulness practices into your routine can also support the process of letting go. Mindfulness encourages you to be present in the moment and observe your thoughts without judgment. When limiting beliefs arise, instead of reacting to them, practice simply observing them as passing clouds in the sky. Acknowledge their presence, but remind yourself that they do not define you. This practice can create distance between you and your beliefs, allowing you to respond with greater awareness and intention. Remember that letting go of limiting beliefs is not a one-time event, but an ongoing journey. Life will present new challenges and experiences that may trigger old beliefs. Stay vigilant and committed to your growth. Continuously check in with yourself, reassess your beliefs, and make adjustments as needed. As you cultivate awareness and intentionality in this process, you will discover the incredible power you have to shape your reality. Letting go of limiting beliefs is an act of courage and self-love. It requires you to confront the fears and doubts that have held you back and to choose to believe in your potential. By embracing this journey, you create the space for growth, abundance, and fulfillment. Remember, you are not defined by your past or your beliefs. You are the creator of your future. Choose to release the beliefs that no longer serve you and step boldly into the life you desire. You have the power to transform your reality. Believe in it, embrace it, and live it fully. Taking inspired action is a vital component of transforming dreams into reality. It is not merely about the mechanics of planning and executing tasks. Instead, it is about aligning your actions with your inner wisdom, intuition, and the deepest desires of your heart. Inspired action emerges when you cultivate a mindset that allows you to tap into your passions, recognize opportunities, and move forward with confidence. It's an active engagement with life that is fueled by a sense of purpose and excitement. To embark on the journey of taking inspired action, the first step is to cultivate self-awareness. This means developing a clear understanding of your desires, values, and goals. Spend time reflecting on what truly matters to you. What makes your heart sing? What are the dreams that light you up inside? These questions are essential as they help you clarify your vision. Journaling can be an effective tool in this process. Write freely about your aspirations, fears, and the experiences that have shaped your perspective. By articulating your thoughts, you gain clarity and begin to identify the steps needed to manifest your dreams. Once you have a clearer vision, the next step is to trust your intuition. Intuition is that inner voice that guides you, often speaking through feelings, instincts, or a sense of knowing. It's essential to cultivate this aspect of yourself, as it can provide valuable insights and direction. Take time each day to connect with your inner self through practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or mindfulness. Allow your thoughts to settle and listen to the whispers of your intuition. When an idea or opportunity arises that resonates deeply with you, take note of it. This is often the universe signaling to you that inspired action is needed. Inspired action is about aligning your actions with your passions and values, creating a natural flow toward your goals. It's important to differentiate between action taken out of obligation or fear and action that feels empowering and exciting. When you take action from a place of inspiration, it energizes you and propels you forward. An effective way to foster inspired action is to set intentions. Intentions are powerful statements that clarify your desires and aspirations. They serve as a roadmap, guiding your actions while allowing room for flexibility and spontaneity. When setting intentions, be specific about what you wish to achieve, but also remain open to how it might unfold. For example, instead of stating, "I want to find a new job," you might say, "I intend to attract a fulfilling job that aligns with my skills and values." This shift in language creates a sense of ownership and excitement, inviting inspired opportunities to come your way. Once your intentions are set, create an action plan that outlines the steps needed to achieve your goals. Break down your larger vision into smaller, manageable tasks. This makes the journey less overwhelming and allows you to track your progress. As you create your action plan, remain flexible and open to change. Sometimes the path to your goal may not unfold as expected. Embrace these detours as part of the journey, as they often lead to valuable lessons and unexpected opportunities. While taking action, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that may arise. Life has a way of guiding us when we are aligned with our true purpose. Be alert to the opportunities, connections, and ideas that come your way. These signs often serve as confirmation that you are on the right path. Trust your instincts when you feel drawn to explore a new idea, collaborate with someone, or pursue an opportunity that excites you. In the process of taking inspired action, it is essential to cultivate resilience. The journey toward your dreams may not always be smooth sailing. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. However, it is during these times that your commitment to your vision will be tested. Embrace these challenges as growth opportunities. Each obstacle is a chance to learn, adapt, and strengthen your resolve. When faced with difficulties, remind yourself of your vision and the reasons behind your goals. This reflection will fuel your determination and keep you moving forward. Another important aspect of taking inspired action is cultivating a supportive environment. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you. Seek out mentors, friends, or communities that share similar aspirations. Their encouragement and support can motivate you to take bold steps and remind you that you are not alone on this journey. Additionally, share your dreams and intentions with those you trust. Verbalizing your goals creates accountability and invites others to support you in your endeavors. It's also vital to celebrate your progress along the way. Acknowledging and celebrating your achievements, no matter how small, reinforces positive momentum. Each step you take is a testament to your courage and commitment. Create a ritual for celebrating milestones, whether it's treating yourself to something special, journaling about your accomplishments, or sharing your progress with loved ones. This practice nurtures a sense of joy and fulfillment, reminding you of the progress you're making toward your goals. Taking inspired action is not just about the outcome, it's also about enjoying the journey. Embrace the process of growth and exploration. Allow yourself to be curious and open to new experiences. Each moment of inspired action can bring you closer to self-discovery and understanding. Let go of the need for perfection or specific outcomes. Instead, focus on the joy of engaging with your dreams and the lessons you learn along the way. As you move forward, remember that taking inspired action is a practice, not a destination. Life is a continuous journey of learning, growth, and exploration. Allow yourself the grace to evolve, adapt, and adjust your path as needed. Trust that every step you take, guided by inspiration and intuition, brings you closer to your true self and your dreams. Incorporating gratitude into your daily practice can also enhance your ability to take inspired action. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating a mindset of abundance. Start a gratitude journal, where you record the things you are thankful for each day. Acknowledging the blessings in your life nurtures a positive outlook, making it easier to recognize and seize inspired opportunities when they arise. Practice patience with yourself. Inspired action may not yield immediate results, and that's perfectly okay. Trust the process and know that every effort you make is contributing to your growth and development. The universe has its own timing, and by aligning your actions with your intentions, you are co-creating your reality. Taking inspired action is about embracing life with enthusiasm and confidence. It's a declaration that you are ready to pursue your dreams, trust your intuition, and engage with the world around you. As you cultivate awareness, trust your inner voice, and take bold steps forward, you'll find that opportunities unfold in ways you may not have imagined. Allow yourself to dream big, take inspired action, and watch as your life transforms in beautiful and unexpected ways. You are capable of creating the life you desire, and the universe is here to support you on this incredible journey. Practicing self-love is a transformative journey that allows you to cultivate a deeper relationship with yourself, fostering a sense of worthiness, acceptance, and joy. It is about honoring your unique qualities, embracing your flaws, and nurturing your mind, body, and spirit. Self-love is not selfish, rather. It is an essential foundation for leading a fulfilling life. When you practice self-love, you create a nurturing environment that allows you to thrive, build healthy relationships, and face life's challenges with resilience. To embark on the path of self-love, the first step is self-awareness. Take time to reflect on your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings about yourself. What messages have you internalized over the years? Are they supportive or critical? Acknowledge any negative self-talk or limiting beliefs that may have taken root. Remember, the way you speak to yourself shapes your self-perception. If your inner dialogue is harsh or unforgiving, it's time to challenge those thoughts. Replace self-criticism with compassion and understanding. A powerful practice is to write down the negative beliefs you hold about yourself and counter them with positive affirmations. For instance, if you often think, "I'm not good enough," reframe it to, "I am enough just as I am." By consciously replacing negative thoughts with affirming statements, you begin to reshape your self-image. Repeat these affirmations daily, allowing them to sink deep into your subconscious. Over time, you will notice a shift in how you perceive yourself and your capabilities. Another vital aspect of self-love is nurturing your body. Your physical health is intimately connected to your emotional and mental well-being. Engage in activities that promote self-care, such as regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and adequate rest. Movement can be a powerful expression of self-love. Find activities that bring you joy, whether it's dancing, yoga, walking in nature, or engaging in a sport. Listening to your body's needs and honoring them fosters a sense of respect and love for yourself. In addition to physical care, pay attention to your mental and emotional health. Create space for relaxation and mindfulness in your daily routine. Practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or simply spending time in quiet reflection can help you connect with your inner self. When you allow yourself to slow down and be present, you cultivate a sense of peace and acceptance. Embrace the idea that it is okay to take a break, to recharge, and to prioritize your well-being. Self-love also involves setting healthy boundaries. Recognize that you deserve to have your needs met and to protect your energy. This may mean saying no to commitments that drain you, distancing yourself from toxic relationships, or carving out time for your passions and interests. Boundaries are essential for maintaining your mental health and preserving your sense of self-worth. When you honor your boundary or boundaries, you send a powerful message to yourself that your feelings and needs are valid. Embracing imperfections is another key component of self-love. Understand that everyone has flaws and makes mistakes. This is part of being human. Instead of striving for perfection, focus on progress and growth. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and acknowledge the lessons learned from your experiences. When you accept your imperfections, you liberate yourself from the pressure to conform to unrealistic standards. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, recognizing that vulnerability is a strength that fosters connection and authenticity. Engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment is also an important aspect of self-love. Make time for hobbies, interests, and experiences that resonate with your soul. Whether it's painting, gardening, cooking, or traveling, find what ignites your passion and makes you feel alive. By prioritizing your interests, you nurture your spirit and create a life that reflects your authentic self. Another powerful practice is to surround yourself with positivity. The people and environments you engage with can significantly impact your self-perception. Seek relationships that uplift and inspire you, and distance yourself from those that drain your energy or bring negativity. Build a supportive community where you can share your dreams and experiences without judgment. This environment fosters self-love and reinforces the idea that you are deserving of kindness and respect. Journaling can be a helpful tool in cultivating self-love. Take time each day to write down your thoughts and feelings, reflecting on your experiences and emotions. You might write about things you appreciate about yourself, moments of gratitude, or instances where you overcame challenges. This practice helps you connect with your inner voice and gain insights into your journey. Over time, you'll discover patterns and themes that reveal the areas where you need to focus your self-love efforts. Gratitude is another essential practice that can enhance your journey towards self-love. Make it a habit to express gratitude for yourself and your life. Each day, take a moment to acknowledge the things you love about yourself, from your strengths to your quirks. Recognizing and appreciating your unique qualities fosters a deeper sense of worthiness. Additionally, express gratitude for the experiences and relationships that enrich your life. A gratitude practice shifts your focus from what you lack to the abundance that surrounds you, creating a more positive outlook. Engaging in positive self-talk is a powerful practice that can shift your mindset and reinforce self-love. Challenge negative thoughts as they arise, replacing them with affirming statements. Speak to yourself as you would a dear friend, with kindness and encouragement. When you encounter setbacks, remind yourself that they are part of the journey, not a reflection of your worth. Celebrate your efforts and progress, acknowledging that self-love is an ongoing practice that requires patience and commitment. Allow yourself to dream and set goals that align with your values and passions. When you pursue your dreams, you are honoring your unique path and expressing love for yourself. Break your goals into manageable steps, celebrating each milestone along the way. Your aspirations are valid, and pursuing them is an act of self-love. Embrace the idea that you are capable of creating the life you desire and that you deserve to achieve your dreams. Practice self-forgiveness. Acknowledge that you are human and that mistakes are a natural part of life. Holding on to guilt or shame only hinders your growth and self-love. Instead, forgive yourself for past choices and allow yourself to move forward. Embrace the lessons learned and understand that they contribute to your growth. Self-forgiveness is a powerful act of love, freeing you from the weight of the past and allowing you to embrace the present with open arms. As you continue on this journey of self-love, remember that it is a lifelong process. Be patient with yourself and allow room for growth and evolution. Each day presents an opportunity to deepen your relationship with yourself and nurture your inner voice. Embrace the beauty of who you are and recognize that you are worthy of love, joy, and fulfillment. When you practice self-love, you not only transform your life but also inspire others to do the same. Your journey becomes a beacon of light, inviting those around you to explore their own paths of self-acceptance and love. Surrounding yourself with positivity is a powerful practice that can profoundly impact your mindset, emotional well-being, and overall quality of life. In a world filled with challenges and negativity, consciously choosing to create a positive environment can serve as a refuge that nurtures your growth and happiness. This practice involves being intentional about the people you engage with, the content you consume, and the spaces you inhabit. It is about curating an atmosphere that uplifts, inspires, and empowers you to be the best version of yourself. One of the most significant aspects of surrounding yourself with positivity is the influence of the people you choose to have in your life. The energy and attitudes of those around you can shape your own beliefs and emotions. Therefore, it is essential to cultivate relationships with individuals who radiate positivity and encouragement. These are the people who inspire you, support your dreams, and challenge you to grow. They are your cheerleaders during difficult times, offering a listening ear, a word of encouragement, or a much-needed dose of humor. When you engage with positive individuals, you create an environment that fosters personal growth and self-acceptance. These relationships encourage you to embrace your true self and celebrate your achievements. In contrast, surrounding yourself with negative or toxic individuals can drain your energy, undermine your self-esteem, and stifle your potential. If you find yourself in relationships that feel draining or critical, it may be time to reevaluate their place in your life. Prioritize your well-being by creating boundaries that protect your energy and mental health. In addition to nurturing positive relationships, it is vital to be mindful of the content you consume. This includes the media you engage with, the books you read, the music you listen to, and even the conversations you participate in. Choose uplifting and inspiring content that resonates with your values and aspirations. Seek out books that motivate you, podcasts that offer wisdom, and music that lifts your spirit. Engaging with positive media can create a ripple effect, influencing your thoughts and feelings in a constructive way. Consider incorporating daily practices that infuse positivity into your life. For instance, you might start your day by reading inspirational quotes, listening to uplifting podcasts, or practicing gratitude. These small rituals can set a positive tone for the day, reminding you of the beauty and possibilities that exist around you. When you make a conscious effort to seek out positivity, you begin to shift your mindset from one of scarcity or negativity to one of abundance and hope. Another essential aspect of surrounding yourself with positivity is creating an environment that reflects your values and aspirations. This involves paying attention to your physical space, whether it's your home, workspace, or any other environment you inhabit. Declutter your space, remove items that no longer serve you, and incorporate elements that inspire joy and comfort. Surround yourself with uplifting images, plants, or meaningful objects that evoke positive emotions. Your physical environment can significantly impact your mood, so make it a sanctuary that nurtures your spirit. Engaging in positive affirmations is another way to cultivate a mindset of positivity. Affirmations are powerful statements that reinforce your self-worth, capabilities, and aspirations. Create a list of affirmations that resonate with you, such as "I am worthy of love and happiness," or "I attract positivity and abundance into my life." Repeat these affirmations daily, either in the morning as you start your day or at night before you go to sleep. This practice reinforces a positive self-image and helps to rewire your subconscious mind, gradually replacing negative beliefs with empowering ones. The act of gratitude is intricately connected to surrounding yourself with positivity. When you cultivate a habit of gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of your life, even in challenging times. Take time each day to reflect on what you are grateful for, whether it's the beauty of nature, supportive friends, or personal achievements. This practice shifts your perspective and helps you recognize the abundance present in your life. The more you focus on gratitude, the more you will attract positive experiences and relationships. As you embrace positivity, consider the activities you engage in and how they contribute to your well-being. Participate in hobbies or interests that bring you joy and fulfillment. Whether it's painting, dancing, hiking, or volunteering, engaging in activities that resonate with your passions fosters a sense of purpose and happiness. When you dedicate time to things you love, you create a positive feedback loop that enhances your overall sense of well-being. It is also essential to practice mindfulness and self-compassion as you surround yourself with positivity. Acknowledge that it's natural to experience a range of emotions, including sadness or frustration. Instead of suppressing these feelings, allow yourself to feel them without judgment. Cultivating mindfulness helps you remain present and aware of your thoughts and emotions, enabling you to respond to challenges with kindness and understanding. Remember that self-compassion is a vital aspect of positivity. Treat yourself with the same care and understanding that you would offer a friend. Another powerful way to surround yourself with positivity is by engaging in acts of kindness and generosity. When you contribute to the well-being of others, you not only uplift them but also create a positive ripple effect in your own life. Acts of kindness can be as simple as offering a compliment, volunteering your time, or lending a helping hand to someone in need. The joy that comes from giving and connecting with others can significantly enhance your own sense of fulfillment and positivity. In your journey to surround yourself with positivity, remember that it's not about eliminating negativity entirely. Life is inherently filled with ups and downs, and it's essential to acknowledge the full spectrum of human experience. Instead, focus on cultivating a mindset that allows you to navigate challenges with resilience and optimism. When faced with difficulties, remind yourself that they are opportunities for growth and learning. Surrounding yourself with positivity equips you with the tools to handle adversity with grace and strength. It's important to remember that surrounding yourself with positivity is an ongoing practice. It requires consistent effort, self-reflection, and a commitment to your well-being. As you embark on this journey, be patient with yourself and embrace the process. Surrounding yourself with positivity is not about achieving a perfect state of happiness. It's about nurturing a mindset that recognizes the beauty and potential within you and the world around you. By intentionally choosing positivity in your relationships, media consumption, and environment, you create a life that reflects your aspirations and values. Surrounding yourself with positivity allows you to cultivate self-love, resilience, and joy, empowering you to navigate life's challenges with grace. Embrace this practice wholeheartedly and watch as it transforms your mindset, relationships, and overall quality of life. You are deserving of the positivity and joy that surround you, so open your heart to the abundance that awaits. As we come to the conclusion of this exploration into the nature of our existence, it's vital to recognize that you are the architect of your life. This powerful statement embodies the essence of personal empowerment, reminding us that we hold the reins to our destiny. Just like a skilled architect designs a building, you have the ability to envision and create the life you desire. Every choice you make, every belief you hold, and every action you take contributes to the unique structure of your life. You have the tools and resources within you to shape your experiences, transform your circumstances, and ultimately build a life that resonates with your deepest values and aspirations. It is essential to embrace this role and acknowledge that you are not merely a passive participant in your life, you are an active creator. As the architect of your life, you must start by envisioning what you truly desire. What does your dream life look like? What passions ignite your spirit? What goals inspire you? Take the time to reflect on these questions and allow your imagination to soar. Picture yourself in a life filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. This vision is the blueprint for your journey, guiding you as you take steps toward manifesting your dreams into reality. Envisioning your ideal life is just the beginning. The next step is to lay a solid foundation built on self-awareness and self-love. Understanding who you are at your core, including your strengths, values, and limitations, is essential for creating a life that aligns with your true self. When you cultivate self-love, you foster a deep appreciation for your uniqueness and recognize your inherent worthiness. This foundation empowers you to take bold action, pursue your dreams, and overcome challenges with resilience. As you continue on this path, it's important to remember that setbacks and obstacles are a natural part of life. Just as architects must adapt their designs to accommodate unforeseen circumstances, you too will face moments that challenge your plans. Instead of viewing these setbacks as failures, embrace them as opportunities for growth and learning. Each challenge offers valuable insights that can refine your vision and strengthen your resolve. Embrace the notion that mistakes are stepping stones on your journey to success, leading you closer to your ultimate goals. The architecture of your life requires ongoing maintenance and refinement. Just as a building needs regular upkeep, you must continually assess and adjust your beliefs, habits, and surroundings to ensure they align with your evolving vision. Surround yourself with positivity. Seek out relationships that uplift and inspire you, and engage in practices that nurture your well-being. Remember that the people and experiences you invite into your life play a crucial role in shaping your reality. By consciously curating your environment, you create a supportive atmosphere that fosters your growth and success. As the architect of your life, you have the ability to design your own destiny through inspired action. Taking steps toward your goals, no matter how small, empowers you to move forward with purpose and intention. Trust in your instincts, follow your passions, and be open to new opportunities that arise along the way. Inspired action is about aligning your choices with your vision and believing in your ability to manifest what you desire. The journey may be filled with uncertainty, but when you take consistent, inspired steps, you are actively participating in the creation of your life. Another crucial aspect of being the architect of your life is the power of mindset. Your thoughts and beliefs shape your reality. If you believe in your ability to create positive change, you open the door to limitless possibilities. Conversely, limiting beliefs can act as barriers that hinder your progress. Challenge any negative self-talk or doubts that arise and replace them with empowering affirmations that reflect your true potential. By cultivating a growth mindset, you foster resilience and adaptability, essential qualities for navigating the ever-changing landscape of life. Being the architect of your life means embracing the journey as much as the destination. Life is not merely about reaching goals, but about the experiences, relationships, and lessons learned along the way. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and take time to acknowledge the progress you've made. Allow yourself to savor the moments of joy, connection, and growth as you continue to build the life of your dreams. In conclusion, as the architect of your life, you have the unique opportunity to design a reality that reflects your deepest desires and values. Embrace your role as a creator, cultivating self-awareness, surrounding yourself with positivity, taking inspired action, and maintaining a growth mindset. Remember that setbacks are not failures, but stepping stones on your journey to success. With intention, love, and perseverance, you can construct a life that resonates with your authentic self, leading to a future filled with fulfillment, joy, and purpose. Embrace your power as the architect of your life. and watch as you transform your dreams into reality, one intentional step at a time. The way we speak to ourselves is often overlooked, yet it holds incredible power. You may not realize it, but the conversations you have within your own mind are constantly shaping the reality you experience. Today I want to talk about how you can harness the power of self-talk to manifest anything you desire. The power of self-talk is one of the most transformative tools we have, yet it is often underestimated. From the moment we wake up to the time we fall asleep, we are engaged in a constant conversation with ourselves. These internal dialogues shape our beliefs, influence our actions, and ultimately define the outcomes we experience in life. It's easy to dismiss these conversations as mere thoughts, but they are far more significant than that. The words we speak to ourselves determine how we perceive the world and our place in it. Whether you realize it or not, you are constantly talking yourself into your reality. And that reality can either be one of abundance, success, and fulfillment, or one of limitation, fear, and lack, depending on the nature of your self-talk. Imagine starting your day with thoughts like, "I am not good enough, I always fail, or nothing ever works out for me." These negative statements, even if you don't say them out loud, seep into your subconscious and set the tone for how you approach every situation. Your brain, acting as a sponge, absorbs these thoughts and begins to look for evidence that supports them. You start noticing failures more than successes, setbacks more than opportunities, and soon your world reflects the very negativity you've been feeding yourself. Self-talk, whether positive or negative, influences your mindset and consequently the energy you bring into each moment. When you tell yourself you can't do something, you've already lost the battle before it's even begun. This shift in mindset is critical because the thoughts we entertain regularly become beliefs. And those beliefs shape our actions. If you believe that you are unworthy or incapable, you will act accordingly. You will shy away from opportunities, settle for less than you deserve, and hold yourself back from reaching your full potential. But if you believe that you are powerful, deserving, and capable of manifesting your desires, you will act with confidence, take bold steps toward your goals, and pursue your dreams with determination. It is important to understand that our minds are incredibly malleable. They adapt to the narratives we tell ourselves. The more you engage in positive self-talk, the more your brain rewires itself to accept these empowering thoughts as truth. This concept is supported by neuroscience, which shows that the brain forms new neural pathways based on repeated behaviors and thoughts. Essentially, the more you practice talking to yourself in a positive, empowering way, the more those thought patterns become ingrained in your brain. It's not just about saying nice things to yourself for the sake of it. Positive self-talk must be authentic and aligned with your goals. For example, if you desire financial abundance but consistently tell yourself, "I'm always broke," or "I'll never have enough money," you are reinforcing scarcity in your life. Instead, shifting your language to something like, "I am attracting wealth and abundance into my life," or "I have the power to create financial success," begins to reprogram your mind to focus on abundance rather than lack. It changes the energy you bring into your financial endeavors and helps you to see opportunities for growth where you may have previously seen obstacles. Positive self-talk is not about ignoring reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. Instead, it's about acknowledging those challenges and choosing to respond to them from a place of empowerment rather than defeat. When you face obstacles, instead of saying, "I can't do this," try saying, "This is difficult, but I can find a way through." This simple shift in language moves you from a mindset of helplessness to one of problem solving and resilience. It reminds you that you have the strength and capability to overcome whatever challenges come your way. Of course, changing your self-talk is not an overnight process. If you've spent years telling yourself negative things, it will take time and effort to reverse those patterns. But like any habit, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Start by becoming aware of your current self-talk patterns. Pay attention to the way you speak to yourself in moments of stress, challenge, or failure. Are you kind to yourself, or do you criticize and judge? Once you become aware of these patterns, you can begin to consciously shift them. When you catch yourself engaging in negative self-talk, pause and reframe your thoughts. Replace statements like I can't with I am capable, and this is too hard with I am strong enough to handle this. As you begin to practice positive self-talk consistently, you'll notice a shift not only in your mindset but also in the way you approach your goals and desires. You will begin to feel more confident, more resilient, and more open to possibilities. Your energy will change, and as a result, the energy you attract will change as well. When you believe in your own power, the universe responds in kind, presenting you with opportunities that align with your highest potential. Self-talk is one of the most powerful tools we have for manifesting the life we desire. It shapes our beliefs, influences our actions, and determines the energy we bring into each day. By choosing to speak to yourself in a way that is empowering, positive, and aligned with your goals, you take control of your mindset and open the door to limitless possibilities. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. And soon you will find that the life you once dreamed of is now your reality. Positive affirmations are an incredibly powerful tool that can transform your mindset, reshape your beliefs, and ultimately change the way you experience life. At their core, affirmations are simple, positive statements that you repeat to yourself to influence your thoughts and feelings. While they may seem like mere words, their impact runs deep. These statements help to rewire your brain, shift your focus toward what you desire, and create a sense of alignment between your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Affirmations are about much more than just saying something nice to yourself. They are about consciously choosing the words that shape your reality. When you use positive affirmations, you are essentially feeding your subconscious mind new information. The subconscious mind is incredibly powerful, but it is also neutral. It doesn't distinguish between truth and fiction. It simply accepts what it is told repeatedly. This means that if you constantly tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or I'm always unlucky, your subconscious mind will believe those statements and act accordingly. Your thoughts will reflect those beliefs, and your actions will align with them, even if they're not serving your highest good. When you introduce positive affirmations like I am worthy, I am capable, or I am successful, you begin to challenge those old, limiting beliefs. Over time, as you continue to repeat these affirmations, your subconscious mind starts to accept them as the new truth. This shift in belief is critical because our beliefs are the foundation of our reality. What you believe about yourself and the world around you determines how you perceive situations, how you respond to challenges, and ultimately, what you attract into your life. The key to effective affirmations is consistency. It's not enough to say an affirmation once or twice and expect a major shift. Just as negative thoughts need time to take root, positive affirmations also need to be nurtured and reinforced over time. Think of your mind as a garden. If you plant seeds of positivity through affirmations but don't tend to them regularly, weeds of doubt, fear, and negativity will take over. However, if you consistently nurture those positive seeds, they will grow into strong, healthy beliefs that shape the way you move through life. Affirmations also work best when they are infused with emotion. It's not just about saying the words, it's about feeling them. The power of affirmations lies in the emotional energy you put behind them. When you say, I am abundant, imagine what it feels like to live in abundance. Feel the joy, freedom, and gratitude that come with that reality. When your words and emotions are in alignment, the message to your subconscious mind becomes even stronger. Your subconscious then begins to work toward bringing that emotional reality into your physical world. Another aspect of affirmations is their ability to help you focus on what you want rather than what you don't want. Too often people spend their mental energy dwelling on problems, obstacles, and fears. They might say things like, I don't want to be broke, I hope I don't fail, or I don't want to be alone. While these statements may reflect genuine concerns, they focus on the very things you are trying to avoid. The subconscious mind does not process negatives in the same way the conscious mind does. So when you say, I don't want to be broke, your subconscious hears, I want to be broke, because the focus is still on the concept of being broke. Instead, affirmations help you shift your focus toward what you do want. Rather than saying, I don't want to be broke, you could say, I am financially abundant and secure. This simple shift in language makes a profound difference in how your subconscious mind processes information and works to create your desired reality. Affirmations also help to build self-confidence and self-esteem. Many people struggle with feelings of inadequacy or insecurity, often because they have internalized negative messages from the past. Whether those messages came from other people, past experiences, or societal expectations, they can leave lasting scars on our sense of self-worth. Affirmations are a way to rewrite those negative scripts. By consistently affirming your worth, your capabilities, and your strengths, you begin to rebuild your confidence from the inside out. Statements like "I am worthy of love and respect," or "I trust myself to make the right decisions," help to reinforce a positive self-image and replace the doubts that may have been holding you back. In addition to building confidence, affirmations can also help reduce stress and anxiety. When faced with a stressful situation, our minds often spiral into negative thinking patterns, imagining worst-case scenarios and fueling feelings of fear or panic. By using affirmations, you can interrupt that cycle and bring your focus back to a place of calm and control. For example, during a challenging moment, you might say, "I am calm, centered, and in control of my emotions," or "I trust myself to handle this situation with grace." These affirmations help to shift your mental state from one of fear to one of empowerment, allowing you to approach the situation with clarity and composure. Another powerful aspect of affirmations is that they encourage a mindset of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most high vibrational emotions, and it has the ability to attract more positive experiences into your life. When you practice affirmations that focus on gratitude, such as "I am grateful for all the abundance in my life," or "I am thankful for the love and support around me," you cultivate a sense of appreciation for what you already have. This mindset of abundance helps to attract even more of what you desire because it shifts your focus away from lack and toward the blessings in your life. Positive affirmations are a way to take control of your thoughts and, by extension, your life. They allow you to choose the narrative you tell yourself each day, helping you to create a mindset that supports your goals and desires. By consistently practicing affirmations, you can shift your beliefs, raise your vibration, and attract the experiences and outcomes that align with your highest vision for yourself. The more you engage with affirmations, the more you will see their transformative power unfold in your life. At its core, visualization through words taps into the power of your imagination. Every invention, success story, or achievement starts with someone visualizing it first. They see the end result in their mind long before it materializes. The mind cannot distinguish between something vividly imagined and something real. When you imagine yourself achieving a goal, your brain starts to fire off the same neurons and responses as if you were actually experiencing it. This process sets the stage for action as it motivates and conditions you to work toward your goals with greater belief, passion, and determination. Now, when you add words to this practice, you begin to further shape your mental and emotional environment. Words are the building blocks of thought, and thought is the precursor to action. By consciously choosing the words you use to describe your vision, you are programming your mind with the blueprint of what you want to achieve. These words can take many forms: affirmations, declarations, or even detailed descriptions of your desired reality. For example, imagine you have a goal to improve your financial situation. You might begin by visualizing yourself living a life of abundance, where money flows easily to you and you feel secure and prosperous. While you visualize this scene, you could reinforce it with words like, "I am financially abundant, I attract wealth and opportunities," or "I am worthy of financial success." These words not only give your mind something to latch onto, but also provide a sense of clarity and direction. Instead of focusing on lack or fear, your mind is filled with positive, empowering statements that align with your vision. One of the key principles behind visualization through words is that the language you use must be positive and present tense. Your mind responds to present tense statements because they create a sense of immediacy. When you say, "I am successful," you are telling your subconscious mind that success is your current reality, even if it hasn't fully manifested yet. This primes your brain to start acting as if it is true, which then influences your behavior and choices in a way that supports that truth. It's important to recognize that visualization through words is not just about wishful thinking or repeating empty phrases. It's about creating a sense of emotional and mental alignment with what you want. Your words should evoke a strong emotional response, as this is what signals to the brain that something is important. When you speak your affirmations or declarations with passion and belief, they resonate more deeply, helping to override any doubts or limiting beliefs that may be holding you back. To make this process more effective, you can incorporate sensory details into your visualizations and the language you use to describe them. The more specific and vivid your mental imagery, the more powerful your words will become. For example, if your goal is to achieve a certain career milestone, don't just visualize the end result. Imagine every detail of the journey, the people you'll meet, the skills you'll develop, the projects you'll work on. As you do this, use words to describe these elements. I am excelling in my role, I am respected and valued for my contributions, I am continuously growing and learning in my career. By making the visualization rich and detailed, your mind becomes more engaged and the language you use becomes more impactful. Another important aspect of visualization through words is repetition. The mind learns through repetition. So the more often you repeat your affirmations or declarations, the stronger their influence becomes. Consistency is key because it helps to rewire your brain, shifting your focus away from old limiting beliefs and toward new, empowering ones. Over time, these words become ingrained in your subconscious mind, which starts to act in accordance with the reality you are visualizing. Visualization through words is also a tool for overcoming doubt and fear. Many people struggle with self-limiting beliefs or negative thought patterns that keep them stuck in a cycle of worry, procrastination, or self-sabotage. These thoughts are often reinforced by the language they use. I can't do this, I'm not good enough, or what if I fail? Visualization, combined with empowering words, helps to break this cycle. By consciously choosing to speak words that affirm your capabilities, worthiness, and potential, you begin to override those negative thought patterns. Instead of feeding your fears, you start feeding your confidence. For instance, if you're facing a challenging situation, you can use words to shift your perspective. Instead of saying, "This is too hard," you might say, "I am capable of handling this challenge with grace and strength." Instead of thinking, "I don't know if I can do this," you might declare, "I have everything I need to succeed." These shifts in language create shifts in your mindset, which ultimately affect how you approach the situation. It's also important to be patient and compassionate with yourself as you practice visualization through words. Changing your mental and emotional landscape takes time, especially if you've spent years reinforcing negative beliefs or thought patterns. But with consistency and belief, you will start to see results. As you continue to visualize your desired reality and speak it into existence, you'll notice subtle changes in the way you think, feel, and act. You'll become more aligned with your goals and more open to the opportunities that come your way. Visualization through words can help you stay focused on your goals. Life is full of distractions, challenges, and setbacks that can make it easy to lose sight of what you're working toward. By regularly practicing visualization and using words to reinforce your vision, you keep your mind focused on what's important. This focus creates a sense of clarity and direction, which helps you stay motivated and committed, even when the going gets tough. Eliminating negative self-talk is one of the most important steps in manifesting anything you desire. The way we speak to ourselves can either empower us or hold us back. Unfortunately, many of us fall into the habit of engaging in negative self-talk without even realizing it. This kind of internal dialogue can sabotage our confidence, weaken our belief in our abilities, and block the flow of positive energy that is essential for manifesting our dreams. Negative self-talk often manifests as a voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, not capable enough, or not deserving of success. It's that critical inner voice that second guesses your decisions, focuses on your flaws, and magnifies your mistakes. The problem with negative self-talk is that it can become so ingrained in your thinking that you accept it as truth, even though it's not based on reality. These negative thoughts are simply beliefs or interpretations you've picked up over time, usually from past experiences, fears, or conditioning, but they're not immutable facts. The first step in eliminating negative self-talk is to become aware of it. Often we don't realize how often we speak to ourselves in a negative way, because it happens so automatically. The next time you're faced with a challenge or even a simple task, pay attention to the thoughts that run through your mind. Are they supportive and encouraging, or are they filled with doubt and self-criticism? If it's the latter, recognize that these thoughts are not helpful, and they're not aligned with the person you want to become. Once you've identified negative self-talk, the next step is to challenge it. Ask yourself if the thoughts are rational or based on fear and insecurity. For example, if your mind tells you, "I'm not smart enough to succeed in this job," question the validity of that statement. Where is the evidence to support it? Often you'll find that negative self-talk is based on irrational fears or past experiences that don't reflect your current reality. By questioning these thoughts, you begin to weaken their power over you. Another effective technique for eliminating negative self-talk is to replace it with positive affirmations. Affirmations are statements that affirm your desired reality. Instead of allowing your mind to dwell on thoughts of inadequacy, start consciously repeating affirmations that reflect your true potential and worth. For instance, if you find yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," replace that thought with an affirmation like, "I am worthy and capable of achieving my goals." The more you repeat these positive affirmations, the more you begin to reprogram your mind to focus on your strengths and potential rather than your perceived limitations. One of the reasons negative self-talk is so damaging is because it reinforces limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are deeply held convictions that restrict your potential. For example, if you believe that "I'll never be successful," you will unconsciously act in ways that ensure that belief comes true. Negative self-talk feeds these limiting beliefs and keeps them alive. But when you actively work to eliminate negative self-talk, you begin to dismantle these limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. Another powerful strategy for eliminating negative self-talk is to practice self-compassion. Often we are our own worst critics. We hold ourselves to impossibly high standards and are quick to judge ourselves harshly when we fall short. Practicing self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and forgiveness that you would offer to a close friend. When you catch yourself engaging in negative self-talk, pause and ask yourself how you would respond if a friend were in your situation. Chances are you would offer words of encouragement and reassurance rather than criticism. Start applying that same level of compassion to yourself. Self-compassion also involves recognizing that no one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, faces challenges, and has moments of doubt. Instead of berating yourself for not being perfect, acknowledge that you are human and that it's okay to experience setbacks. This mindset shift will help you to be more forgiving of yourself and reduce the amount of negative self-talk that arises from unrealistic expectations. It's also important to surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with can have a significant impact on your mindset. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it's easy to internalize that negativity and allow it to shape your self-talk. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with supportive, encouraging people who believe in you and your potential, their positivity will begin to rub off on you. Seek out relationships and environments that uplift and inspire you rather than drag you down. Another way to eliminate negative self-talk is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of staying present and aware of your thoughts without judgment. When you practice mindfulness, you become more attuned to your inner dialogue and are better able to catch negative thoughts as they arise. Instead of letting these thoughts spiral out of control, mindfulness allows you to observe them without attachment and then consciously choose more positive and supportive thoughts. Mindfulness also helps you to develop a greater sense of self-awareness, which is key to changing your thought patterns. When you're aware of your thoughts, you have the power to change them. You can begin to notice patterns in your thinking and identify triggers that lead to negative self-talk. Once you're aware of these patterns, you can take proactive steps to interrupt them and replace them with more empowering thoughts. Consistency is key when it comes to manifesting your desires and achieving the life you want. It's easy to get excited about a new goal or vision, but that initial enthusiasm often fades when challenges arise or when you don't see immediate results. The truth is, the journey to manifesting your dreams requires consistent effort and focus. Without consistency, even the best intentions and plans can fall apart, leaving you feeling discouraged and stuck. But when you commit to being consistent in your thoughts, actions, and energy, you create a momentum that brings your desires closer to reality. Consistency starts with your mindset. Manifestation is all about aligning your thoughts with your desires, but this doesn't happen overnight. You need to train your mind to stay focused on what you want, even when distractions, doubts, or negative circumstances arise. This means practicing positive self-talk and affirmations regularly, not just when things are going well. It's easy to believe in your goals when everything seems to be going your way, but the real test of consistency is how you respond when obstacles or setbacks appear. Do you revert to negative thinking, or do you maintain your belief that what you want is on its way? One of the challenges many people face is staying consistent in their belief and faith in the process of manifestation. Often when results don't come quickly enough, self-doubt creeps in, and it becomes tempting to give up or to lower your expectations. However, this is exactly the time when consistency matters most. Manifestation isn't just about thinking positive thoughts once or twice, it's about making those thoughts a daily practice. You have to remind yourself every day that your desires are valid and that you are capable of achieving them. Consistency in your mindset is what helps you stay aligned with your goals, no matter what challenges you encounter. It's also important to be consistent in your actions. Manifestation isn't just about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. You need to take inspired action that aligns with your desires. This means making choices every day that move you closer to your goals, whether it's learning a new skill, networking with the right people, or simply putting in the time and effort required to achieve your dreams. These actions may not always produce immediate results, but over time they create a compound effect that leads to significant progress. Consistency in action doesn't mean you have to work tirelessly without rest. It's about being persistent in pursuing your goals and being intentional in your actions. Every step you take, no matter how small, adds up. Even on days when you feel unmotivated or unsure, taking one small action can keep you moving forward. It's this steady progress that builds momentum and eventually leads to breakthroughs. Many people give up just before they are about to achieve success because they lose faith or become impatient. But those who remain consistent, even in the face of difficulties, are the ones who eventually see their dreams come to fruition. Another critical aspect of consistency is maintaining your energy and focus. The energy you bring to your goals each day has a powerful impact on the manifestation process. If you allow yourself to become distracted by negativity, fear, or doubt, your energy becomes scattered, and it's harder to attract what you want. On the other hand, if you consistently bring positive, focused energy to your goals, you create an energetic vibration that is aligned with your desires. This energy acts like a magnet, drawing opportunities, resources, and circumstances into your life that help you manifest what you want. Staying consistent in your energy doesn't mean you have to be perfect or feel positive all the time. Everyone has bad days, moments of doubt, or times when they feel low energy. The key is not to let those moments derail your progress. When you experience setbacks, it's important to acknowledge your feelings but not let them take control. Instead of giving up or losing faith, use those moments as an opportunity to refocus your energy and reaffirm your commitment to your goals. Consistency is about staying on course, even when the journey gets tough. One of the best ways to stay consistent in your thoughts, actions, and energy is to create habits and routines that support your goals. For example, you might start each day by spending a few minutes visualizing your goals, repeating affirmations, or journaling about your desires. These daily practices help to keep your mind focused on what you want, making it easier to maintain consistency even when distractions arise. Similarly, setting aside regular time to take action on your goals, whether it's working on a project, learning something new, or networking, ensures that you are making steady progress toward your dreams. Accountability can also play a big role in helping you stay consistent. Sharing your goals with someone else, whether it's a friend, mentor, or coach, can provide you with the encouragement and support you need to keep going, even when things get tough. Having someone to check in with can remind you of why you started and help you stay focused on your end goal. Accountability partners can also provide a fresh perspective and help you stay motivated when your energy begins to wane. Another aspect of consistency is the ability to be patient. Manifestation often takes time, and the results don't always appear as quickly as we'd like. It's easy to get frustrated when things aren't happening on your timeline, but impatience can lead to self-sabotage. When you start to doubt the process, you may begin to question whether your goals are achievable, or worse, you may give up altogether. However, when you practice patience and trust that everything is unfolding as it should, you allow the universe to work in its own timing. Patience, combined with consistent effort, creates the perfect environment for manifestation. One of the key lessons in manifestation is that consistency often means doing the same things repeatedly without always seeing immediate results. It's about trusting the process and continuing to take action even when you don't see evidence that things are happening. This is where many people lose faith, but the truth is, the universe is always working behind the scenes, aligning things in your favor. Just because you don't see results right away doesn't mean nothing is happening. It's in those moments of uncertainty that your consistency matters most. It's important to celebrate your progress along the way. Manifestation is a journey, and each small step forward is worth acknowledging. By celebrating your progress, you reinforce your belief in your ability to manifest your desires, which helps to keep you motivated and consistent. Recognize that every bit of effort you put in brings you closer to your goals, and trust that the process will eventually lead you to the results you seek. Emotional alignment plays a crucial role in manifesting your desires. It's not enough to just think about what you want, you must feel emotionally in sync with those desires. Your emotions are like a signal you send out to the universe, attracting experiences, people, and circumstances that match the emotional energy you radiate. When you are emotionally aligned with what you want, you essentially become a magnet for it. On the other hand, if your emotions are out of alignment, if you're feeling doubt, fear, or frustration, you create resistance, which can delay or even block the manifestation process. Emotional alignment means feeling as if you already have what you desire, even before it manifests in your physical reality. It's about cultivating the emotions associated with your goals and dreams right now, in the present moment. If you desire love, for example, you must first feel love within yourself. If you want financial abundance, you must cultivate a sense of abundance before the money arrives. This may sound counterintuitive, but it's the way the law of attraction works. Your emotions create a vibrational frequency, and the universe responds to that frequency by bringing you experiences that match it. The challenge many people face is that they are emotionally attached to their current circumstances, especially if those circumstances are negative or unsatisfying. It's difficult to feel abundant when you're struggling financially, or to feel loved when you're alone. However, emotional alignment requires you to shift your focus away from what's lacking in your life and toward what you desire. This shift in focus allows you to elevate your emotional state, which in turn aligns your vibration with the things you want to manifest. One of the most effective ways to achieve emotional alignment is through visualization. When you visualize your desires as if they have already come true, you begin to feel the emotions associated with them. Your brain doesn't distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. So by visualizing your desired outcome, you can trick your mind into feeling as though it has already happened. This process raises your emotional vibration and helps you align with what you want. Over time, consistent visualization can create a powerful emotional shift that accelerates the manifestation process. Affirmations are another tool to help you achieve emotional alignment. By repeating positive statements about your desires, you not only shift your thoughts but also your emotional state. For example, if you're trying to manifest success, repeating affirmations like "I am successful" or "success flows to me easily" can help you feel more confident and empowered. These feelings of confidence and empowerment are crucial for emotional alignment because they send a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive what you desire. The more you can embody the emotions of already having what you want, the faster you'll attract it into your life. It's also important to recognize and release negative emotions that may be holding you back. Often people are not even aware of the emotional blocks they have created. These blocks can come from past experiences, limiting beliefs, or societal conditioning. For instance, if you were raised to believe that money is scarce, you may have an underlying sense of fear or anxiety about financial abundance. Even if you're actively trying to manifest wealth, this emotional block can create resistance, preventing you from fully aligning with your desire. The key is to become aware of these emotional blocks and actively work to release them. Releasing negative emotions requires self-awareness and honesty. You must be willing to look at the feelings that are causing resistance and address them head-on. This might involve journaling, meditation, or even therapy, depending on the depth of the emotional block. By acknowledging and releasing these negative emotions, you free yourself to align with the positive emotions that support your desires. Letting go of fear, doubt, or insecurity makes space for emotions like joy, gratitude, and excitement, emotions that are in perfect alignment with manifestation. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions for achieving emotional alignment. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you automatically shift your emotional state to one of abundance. Gratitude helps you appreciate the present moment and recognize the good that already exists in your life, which attracts more good things to you. Even if you are still working toward manifesting your ultimate goals, practicing gratitude keeps your emotions aligned with abundance and positivity. This is why many manifestation practices emphasize the importance of daily gratitude. It keeps your emotional vibration high and aligned with the things you want to attract. Another aspect of emotional alignment is learning to trust the process. Often people get impatient when their desires don't manifest as quickly as they'd like. This impatience creates frustration, which leads to emotional misalignment. The key is to stay emotionally aligned with your desires, even when you can't see the results yet. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring your desires into reality. This trust creates a sense of calm and peace, which further enhances emotional alignment. When you trust the process, you don't need to worry about how or when your desires will manifest, you just know they will. It's also important to be aware of the emotional energy you are putting out in your daily interactions and environments. If you're trying to manifest something but constantly surround yourself with negativity, whether it's through toxic relationships, a stressful job, or even negative media, you will find it difficult to stay emotionally aligned. Your environment has a profound impact on your emotional state, so it's important to create surroundings that support your emotional alignment. This might mean setting boundaries with certain people, reducing your exposure to negative news, or creating a space in your home where you can relax and feel at peace. Maintaining emotional alignment requires consistency and commitment. It's not something you do once and then forget about. You must continually check in with yourself and adjust your emotional state as needed. This doesn't mean you won't have bad days or moments of doubt. Everyone does. But the key is to recognize when you're out of alignment and take steps to get back on track. This could involve revisiting your affirmations, engaging in a visualization exercise, or simply taking a few deep breaths to center yourself. The more consistently you practice emotional alignment, the easier it becomes to maintain.